I went to see the protest last night, and honestly, when I looked at these young students, I felt bad for them. But sympathy cannot erase reality. A tuition receipt is not a permanent resident card. A study permit is not a promise that you can stay here forever. And a protest is not a work permit. These students may feel betrayed, but what about the Canadians who have been paying the price for this broken system for years? Let me give you a simple example. A two-bedroom apartment at $1,600 can be split by four students, $400 each. That is why landlords kept raising rents, and ordinary families got completely crushed. And what was a couple with a newborn baby supposed to do? The mother cannot work. The father has one income. They cannot bring three strangers into their home and put one beside the baby just to make the rent affordable. So they either pay the increased rent, move into a worse neighborhood, cut groceries, or go into debt. That family never received an immigration consultant. Nobody organized a protest for them. Nobody cared when their quality of life collapsed. Now think about the Canadian teenager searching for a first job. He applies at restaurants, stores, and warehouses, and hundreds of other people are applying for the same basic positions. Canada's youth unemployment rate was still 12.7% in June 2026, higher than its pre-pandemic average. Think about the person waiting for a family doctor. Think about crowded roads, overloaded transit, expensive housing, and wages that never kept up. Even the federal government eventually admitted that international student numbers had to be reduced to ease pressure on housing, healthcare, and other services. That is why it introduced and tightened the student cap. So no, ordinary Canadians are not cruel for finally saying enough. And no, this is not about hating Indians, Punjabis, or international students. This is about a government that invited more people than the country could responsibly accommodate. So feeling sorry for someone does not mean Canada must approve every work permit or turn every temporary stay into permanent residency. Sometimes life gives you a painful answer, because Canadian families should not be forced to sacrifice their housing, jobs, and quality of life just to guarantee the immigration dream that somebody else was sold. Fuck the consultants who presented possibilities like guarantees.